I wanted to turn that around. No,
Oh
oh
shit.
well. Well, actually
That
now it's
fucking
pointed up. I try to get
cloud
it.
in my fucking throat, huh? Oh, I
No,
cursed. I'm sorry.
ain't worry about that.
Are we online?
Yep. Okay, there it goes. I was trying to. That's the thing when I act up, get right. Okay, there it goes.
Did you drive me for a while?
Hello, YouTube. This is Angel Charms, and I'm here with another segment of Let's Talk About It. I'm here with my neighbor, Sweet Basil. I met her last week when I had to make a delivery to her apartment, and we have become friends. I've been talking the last couple of days. And I was showing her some things on YouTube, which one of those things happened to be crystal swirls. And she mentioned swirls as in dating white men. And I was like, yeah. And she asked me if I did, and I was like, yeah. And she said she did too. And I was like, oh, I've got to interview you. And so here we are right now. Say hello, Sweet Basil.
Hey,
Yeah, speak up, girl.
hey, what's up?
So anyway, we were here to talk about relationships. And hold on, what are you putting at?
Blinds. Open them a little bit so I can
So
get lighter.
so anyway, we're going to talk about relationships,
Okay, that's
and
it.
so let's start out with well, as most women here on this side of YouTube refer to the black male as Tyrone. So would you like to start first talking about a Tyrone or a black male that you dated and your experiences?
Yeah. Well, I started liking Tyrone back when I was in high school. I was still a virgin until I graduated high school, and it hurt. But anyway,
You gotta can you you gotta speak up so they can hear
and
you.
so I guess I thought I was in love, because I was so young. Then I met a Tyrone that was a little, let's say about 10 years older than me.
Now the first Tyrone you did that was in high school. Was that your first serious boyfriend? No, okay.
You know, just I wanted to know what it felt like to, you know, 'cause everybody was talking about it. I was curious.
Sex?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. So, like I said, it hurt first time, and
Was it someone that you like knew
went to
or
school, went to high school with, and I used to go over to their house because I was friends with his sisters.
okay, okay.
So they called Tyrone. Oh no, I can't. If I disclose what they call Tyrone, then they will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Well, we'll just leave it at Tyrone.
Anyway, they called him Nasty Nine.
Nasty Nine, because he had 9 inch. Okay.
And I was like curious about Nasty Nine, knowing I hadn't had none. So
Now
he lit my ass up, huh?
why was he nasty
I
nine?
don't know why. That's just something they.
Because nasty don't sound too good.
He wasn't nasty. That's just what how
I
crazy.
guess because it rhymed with
Honey girl,
two.
everybody in my class and in the class before us was crazy. It was lit. I think that's why half of the rules are made now for high school kids because of us.
Okay. So, okay, after Nasty Nine, then
For after high school, I met this older guy. He was like 10 years older, and
so how old were you at the time?
about 18,
Okay.
and didn't have a clue, just dumb, young and dumb.
Mm-hmm.
What's that saying? Young and dumb and full of
Well,
cum. Yeah, that was that. And met this guy, and
How did you meet him, being that he was 10 years older?
Well, the hangout spot in the neighborhood, was
Okay.
everybody go and park and chill and stuff. And he was there one night, but one day, I guess he'd been there plenty of times and saw me and was interested.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you remember what kind of pickup line or what he said to you first? Did you approach
oh
him or
yeah,
did he approach you?
he approached me.
He approached you
My legs, he liked my beautiful long legs.
because you were a dancer or something, or you like to dance.
Um, yeah, and
Were you with your friends at this hangout? Or you by yourself or?
I always went us girls, and that was the spot that we weren't even supposed to. Our parents didn't want us there because it was it was the spot, you know.
Hey, V Dub, can
Hmm?
you hear Sweet Basil real good? Can you hear her?
Is that whose head is that? No, no. Is that somebody's face? Oh, okay. Hello.
Well, anyway, let's
Is
continue.
anybody there?
So, okay, you were at the hangout spot. Oh, he said he can hear your voice. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we were there one night, and I guess it was the night of graduation or thereafter, so one night, and he was like, "Hey, you're so pretty, and you're so this and that, and I'm interested." And I was like, "Okay." So I can't remember exactly when we met, but we ended up dating,
Okay.
and he wanted me to move in with him. Big
How long?
mistake.
How long were you dating when he asked you that? How long you been dating?
Not long.
Like a couple of months or a couple weeks? Couple weeks.
Like I said, oh, the only reason I think I really went is because I didn't like my stepdad. And after graduation, he kicked me out of the house.
So your stepdad kicked you out of the house after graduation. You guys didn't get along.
So
Okay.
I moved in with my grandmother.
Okay.
And then that's when I finally just moved in with him. Big mistake. Big. He used to keep me. Um, huh? He used to keep me locked up in the house, and would beat me.
Why he keep you locked up in the house? He didn't want you to move out, leave, become an adult, pretty much.
And I was scared to leave. I mean, that's how stupid I guess I was at 18. And I want to tell you what broke me was this. This is the first real heartbreak I think I ever had. I had gotten off early from work that one night and went to the apartment, and he wasn't there, and I didn't have the key that day.
So you were moved in at this point.
And so I kept, I think I went, back and forth till finally came home, and his car was there, and I could peek through the window, and I saw through at night, you could see in blinds,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw him and this other girl in there.
Oh.
Broke my heart.
So where did he think you were at this time? That
Work.
he thought you were at work. Okay. So did you take the day off, or did you get off early?
They let me leave early.
Okay.
We got slow, so I worked at a department store.
So did you? What did you do when you saw what you saw?
Yeah, I was so hurt.
So at that point, did you confront him then, or did you go home and confront him later?
I can't really remember if it was later on that night or I can't remember. I just remember how it felt for my heart to be broken.
So how did you move on from there? I mean, as far as getting your clothes
Met
and
this other guy
things.
that was the same age as that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was cool. And he really, I thought, wow, this is it. And with him, he ended up being abusive. as well. He used to beat the fuck out of me, girl.
How did you get out of that?
My parents finally let me come home, you know.
How long were you with this guy?
Maybe,
Approximately
maybe a year, maybe.
a year. Well,
And
in that year, when did he become abusive? What was the first thing you noticed that you're like, okay, something's
he didn't
changed?
want me to go anywhere. And my friends from school, would come over there to see me.
Hmm.
And I had to visit with them in there in the house where he was, you
So
know.
did he, like, when you guys be sitting around wherever, living room, would
Yeah,
he
he
be,
would just, we were just reminiscing, about school and
would he be there, like, in the conversation, or just
just
standing in the
sitting there,
background
just
listening?
sitting, yeah, just
Wow.
sitting. And my friend said, "Come on and go with riding around with me." And I wanted to go so bad.
Hello, water sniper.
And wise neighbor,
Water sniper.
water sniper.
Sniper. Yeah.
So he shoots people in the water, or
I
shoots,
don't know what the name is for.
or shoot from the water.
Perhaps. So you end up leaving. Um, so you went back home to your parents.
And then met my now mind you this, I was 18 years old. Didn't have a damn clue, about. And I learned over the years that picking and getting in these relationships that was in was due to the fact I guess I watched my mother go through the same things.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That
I
cycle.
thought that that's what, you know, it
Love
was,
was
yeah.
that cycle. Yeah.
And I met my oldest son's dad, and we started dating. And I want to tell you how I liked him. Me and my girl was riding around one night, and he was on his motorcycle, and he followed us. That's how
How you met?
that's how he got me. But I wasn't getting on that damn motorcycle though.
I don't blame you there.
Um, so
So you
I
guys,
never was in love with him. I think I just, I was still curious about sex because I was still 18 years old. Well, no, 19. It's 19 then.
did you marry this guy? No. Okay. So
No,
what happened with that relationship?
it never really was one. I mean, I hate to say it.
Hmm.
At 19, 18, 19, I didn't have any clue of anything except for what I saw my mother go through, which was a lot. Um, I ended up getting pregnant with my son, and there was never like a love with him. We didn't really have a serious relationship. This was just somebody I,
Hmm.
you know,
How long were you involved before you had your son?
I think maybe the third time.
I mean, but how? I mean, how over
It
time? A month, or a couple of weeks, or
was
just a notification. So long ago, huh? Okay.
well, my son, he was maybe 9 months or 6 to 9 months when I finally just said,
You had enough.
bye.
Okay.
You
So
know,
you
because
did
both of us was young and stupid.
right.
And my parents, they didn't, they wanted me and the baby there anyway, so.
Okay. So, anything else you want to say as far as Tyrone goes?
Well, I'm married to Tyrone, and he was different from, other Tyrones that I, knew throughout the years in my life.
How is he different?
Well, he just different. Um, I was a little older then, so
Kind of knew what you wanted by that point.
exactly. And I was interested in the certain cultures that I knew that he was from, I'm scared to say it because I'm afraid if I say it, they're gonna know what we're talking about. So anyway, I started dating this guy because I started going to clubbing and stuff.
Is that where you met him?
Well, I was friends with some of his relatives.
Okay, okay. Mutual friend. Okay.
I met them. I wasn't interested in we were all just friends. And one night, me and my girls were out at the club, and I used to love going clubbing because I used to dance my ass off. See, that's why my knees are fucked.
I remember those days.
Now look at my damn knees.
So you, so you. Okay, so you met, family there, and how long before you guys were like dating before you got married?
Oh my gosh, girl, do you want to know how old I was when I finally married?
Yeah.
I was in my 30s.
And how old were you when you met this guy?
I was maybe 30, might have been 35. It was early 30s.
It was okay. So so you met him in your early 30s, and y'all got married when you were
35.
35. Okay.
By then, I done had my other two, you know, which didn't work out as well. But
So
anyway,
so how did he feel about stepchildren?
oh, he loved my kids, or at least I thought he did.
Okay. And so, what's some of the like one a nice thing that you can remember that he had done for you?
He was just different. He was really different. He was actually different from any other guy I had met through, in my teens to early 20s, late 30s. I think by then, like you said, I knew what I wanted, but, by then. So,
Did you guys like? I mean, how was he different? Like, did y'all do stuff together? Take trips? He buy you stuff? I mean, what was different?
I used to go out to eat a lot. Um, we didn't really travel as much, but I knew what we were going to the way he talked. Everything that let me tell you what I liked about this man, because everything that he said he was going to do,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't just talk.
He
He
did it.
did it. Yeah,
Okay.
he did it.
Like what, for example?
Just anything. You know how some guys will lie and say, "Oh, I want to marry you one day," and you know, blah blah this, or blah blah that. And that was just something that I never had. Was
Yeah.
the truth. That's sad, isn't it?
Did you ever get like like I don't know, did he like ever plan like a special date somewhere, flowers, picnic? I mean, name something like besides just a regular dinner, but something special that you normally wouldn't hear people talk about.
Let me try to remember.
Like I don't know. Well, did you live near a beach or anything at this time? Like you go take a moonlight walk or a picnic or anything of that nature?
Yeah.
Or surprise you with something, or at your job, send some flowers, some things.
Oh yeah, I started getting flowers, and he cooked for me. That's one thing I liked.
What was it? What was it that he cooked for you?
It was the food that he ate, and it was different from foods that I grew up eating. And come to find out, okay, we got married, and I didn't find out the real truth about this man until after I married him, married him, and started living together.
So you guys started living together after you got married. Okay.
And
So before you start that, how long was your engagement from when he said
a year.
a year? Okay.
It was a year, but it was still, I mean, it was a mystery. I knew stuff, but I didn't know what I should have known, from the start.
Okay. You want to tell us something that you might have found out that you don't know
Oh.
that you didn't know back then, or was something? What's the first? What's
Okay.
the first thing you found out?
He was already married and already had a family.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
How did you find that out?
one day he was at work, and I had my stuff here, in the bedroom, and his stuff was in. I don't know, something just kept saying, "You need to look
Mhm.
in these drawers."
Mhm.
I did.
And you found.
Pictures, um,
Now this is in y'all's house, right? The house.
pictures of his children,
Mhm. Did you know he had children? No. Okay.
pictures of his kids, pictures of his wife, well, ex-wife, I guess. Um, but
So you didn't even know that he had been married before, even if he was divorced. You didn't know he was previously married.
no,
To
and I
you,
really liked this guy and loved him because he anything I asked for, he gave it to me. He
except the
was a yes
truth,
man.
except
and
all the truth.
and then yeah, and then I was a kept woman, for a while.
Oh,
But then
could you elaborate on a kept
being
woman?
a kept woman is not a good to me. It's not a good idea because they want that to them they think that they own you.
You, Crystal Swirl would love to hear that one, but go ahead. So you did.
They want to control.
So you didn't work.
For a minute, I didn't.
And whose idea was that?
His.
So what? So how did he approach that subject of you not working? You know, I'd rather you not work, or no, you don't work, or you can work if you want to. I mean, how did he bring that up?
We moved away from where I was from.
Mm-hmm. So,
And basically, when we moved, he was all I had. I didn't know anybody what we moved to.
so where you moved to, was that his idea?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing his job take him there, and you guys moved. Okay, okay, go ahead.
He never could really find work here. He didn't find work
Okay.
here.
So do you think he was purposely looking for a job elsewhere to move you away, or it just happened to be that place that came up first as far as the job opportunity?
It was purposely because he couldn't find. I couldn't understand that either.
Is it he?
Why he couldn't find a job here.
What kind of field? You don't have to say exactly where he worked. Was he like security or sales, labor work, like a construction person? Just kind of a
Um,
roundabout. What he did, office person.
it was. He was in um it's hard to explain.
I mean, just you can just give like a. Was it labor work or did he work in the office?
It was labor,
It
but
was,
it wasn't construction.
okay. Well, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, labor jobs are like kind of everywhere, whether it's construction or you're working in a warehouse or fast food. I mean, you can pretty
It was
much
like a
you
warehouse,
can
I think.
you can pretty much find that anywhere.
Well, if you don't, I don't want to say this. I want to say what the reason was, but I don't really want to say it right now.
But okay, so
It was illegal. I found
okay,
out. I didn't find that out either until, like I said, I started looking through things.
okay. And what year was this? So you
This
so you're
was,
you're you're 30, right? You're in your
I was in
30s.
my 30s, yeah.
Okay, okay. So we're
It was in
talking
the 2000s,
thousands.
you
Okay,
know,
all right.
the early
Mm-hmm.
2000s.
So was he working when you met him?
He had just moved here and he was going to school,
Okay.
supposedly.
Was that
But he actually, wait a minute, he did kind of still, because his family owned the business. The family that was here,
mm-hmm.
they owned the business, so he worked, you know, through that,
Okay. Family
which
business.
really wasn't enough. So that's what made him go up there because you can, there anybody can live there. You know that, right?
Okay, okay.
It's very cultural up there, you know. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
Well, without you saying, I can't really say that I do, but I'm trying to follow. I don't want you to say anything you don't want to, but still trying to follow you. So okay, so he found a job. You guys moved to wherever, and he didn't want you to work. So did he just like,
He thought, I needed to learn, how to get around. And
he wanted you to learn how to get around
he,
for.
after I learned how to, the city and how to, like go to the grocery store by myself and, go out by myself if I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was okay at first. But then I started getting bored. Because I was used to working.
Wanted you to learn the city to grocery shop, basically take care of the home stuff, whatever you needed to do. Okay.
Exactly. Girl,
Okay.
I was out shopping. I would buy clothes and go take the tags off and
Hi, Moonstone. I just looked down the chat. I'm
who?
sorry. Moonstone. She's another my subscribers that watch.
I love Moonstone. Loved I used to have a ring with a moonstone
So
in
he
it.
okay. So you're learning your way around, or as taking care of household duties. He's at his job. What was a typical day for you? Being a kept woman.
Well, if I wanted to go out, I did wherever shopping. Um, or I'd stay at home and watch, TV or movies or whatever.
So
Cook,
so not
clean.
so not working. Where was this money coming from that you were shopping and
Well,
because some like to call it an allowance what the man gives you. Is that what it was?
yeah. And
Okay.
there was orders like if we needed groceries or something for the house or bill paid
hmm So you took care of paying the bills.
while he was at work. Yes,
So you wrote the checks, or you drove to the place in person and paid it, or
I went into the places and paid. It was always cash, but he had a bank account that I didn't know about till
I was about to ask. Okay,
I found out about it.
so in paying the bill, did he like leave the cash on the counter and say this is due, go pay it? That's how. Okay, that's how it went. Wow.
Girl,
was it just enough for that bill and no extra
it was always a lot, enough for me to
to do
shop.
shop
Yeah,
and do whatever you need to after? Okay.
and found out. I found out so many different things about this man.
What was the first thing that you found out? You're like, okay, this is not the man I thought I married. What was the first thing you discovered? Well, you said the picture. Is this the one of the pictures in the drawer? Okay.
And these, um, what was these documents?
Ooh, yes. Do tell. You sound like me when the guy moved here for. Well, I found some lies. I would do. I do some research.
You know,
Yeah.
we good detectives, aren't we? Women.
When we have a clue that something ain't right, hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you saw the pictures of the kids and the wife.
And fake divorce papers.
What do you mean fake?
Because where he's from, they don't. They have marriages,
Hmm.
but it's different than how we do, you know. Because
So
their religion and culture is just a lot different.
okay. So when you say, is it because the culture is different, or is the fact that he was
Yeah,
never really
and they
divorced?
probably never really had a real marriage. You know, it was their their culture of how they,
Get
you
married.
know.
Okay. So, but according to his culture, they were still married.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he used to send his mom money all the time.
Mhm.
He was actually sending his wife and kids money.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And
Mm.
I used to get kind of not selfish, but I'm like, damn, do you really have to help your mom like that? I know that's your mom, but you know, that's when, honey, girl, I got to digging.
So was his mom? Was she a
He
single
was
mom,
paying, he
or his
was,
dad
I
around?
guess he was paying child support. He would go and wire the money. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Oh, so that was a bill that you didn't pay.
Exactly.
Mm.
It wasn't a bill. It was just money sent.
Yeah, what I'm saying, that's one thing that you didn't take care of,
It was always an excuse.
a
Oh,
financial
mom needs
responsibility.
this. Oh, the family needs that. My brothers and sisters, blah blah blah.
But they have family business.
Here,
But I'm saying they have family business. Why is he taking care of
well,
brother
these
and
were
sister?
cousins. His cousins here had a business,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but he couldn't be here because he couldn't find anything here because he wasn't. He okay.
Was he not
He
qualified
was, but he was.
over?
He let his things expire. You know, like
Okay.
um, he come.
I understand. Okay,
I can't really say all this,
all right.
but
Don't say anything. You don't have to. We'll just go to so you find, okay, we'll go back to the picture. You find the pictures, you find the fake document of
um,
the divorce. So what do you do when you see this? Are you like by now I'm pretty sure you're
oh
upset.
honey, I was
Are
pissed.
you waiting for him to get home, pacing the
I never,
floor?
you know what? I didn't say anything for a while. I
Ooh,
just kept.
wow.
It's like the more I didn't, the more shit. By the time the first year was up,
Let's see. V Dub said that's not a BAM, a BAM. That's a non FBA. She talking about.
what? That's a what?
It's a non. And Water Sniper said his visa expired. Question mark.
Exactly. Who said
That
that?
was Water Sniper.
Exactly.
Okay, so um, so
I
you
was
said
wondering why
you held it in. You didn't
the
say
it was like things started coming back to me. I'm like, damn, no wonder he was in a rush to get married.
Mm.
after the first year.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Needed
Oh,
to
I was.
needed to stay in the country. Got it. So you held that information in about the
That
fake
I
divorce
knew about
papers. Mm-hmm.
for a long time. Well,
So what was that like for you? How did you play it out, knowing this information? How did you still play? Oh, nice, sweet wife, and that kind of. How did you do that on a daily basis with this information that you
one
had?
day I couldn't. I just didn't hold it in anymore.
Did he say something to trigger you, or you
Hmm.
just
And I exploded like those pressure cookers back in the day
mm-hmm.
that our grandmothers used to cook with. That's how I exploded. Come in.
So what did you say?
Hello, darling. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Oh God, you're gonna have to pause
I
it.
can't pause it. Just go ahead. I'm
You
live
want me
right
to spray in
now.
your bedroom, correct?
No, remember?
No.
Yes.
What is it?
Remember the bulb, the thing?
Oh, okay, I got
Because
you.
they're they
You need the bulbs changed, yeah. So
yeah, and
I've done enough spraying on like a couple hundred apartments yesterday.
yeah, you sprayed in here yesterday. Remember
Yeah.
I was
Okay, so
Uh,
let's see. Okay, so you exploded. What did you say to him? And did you leave then, or
what a girl. All I know is we got in a big old fight.
like arguing, throwing hands, or what? You're throwing hand. Okay, you're throwing hands. All right.
And when he hit me first, honey, I fought, but as us being women, we were not as strong as men.
Right.
There's something about them. I guess we just weren't meant to be stronger than them, I guess.
Can you like give a description? Was he like a slim guy, muscular build, or short, or
He was kind of muscular. I
just
liked it. He
just
was sexy.
just painting a visual? I mean, a man's a man regardless. They're stronger than us.
I just really liked. He was different,
hmm
and I liked it.
Okay, so after the slug fest, did you
And
did you
the
move?
slugfest happened after um he had got some time off from work for vacation,
hmm
and we went home
Okay.
back, where I'm from, and still didn't say anything
This is after the slug fest.
before.
Oh, before.
Before,
Okay.
and I think I said before. If I didn't, that's what I meant.
Okay, we're just going back a little bit. Okay, so you guys went home to where you're from.
And we had a nice rental car. I don't know. It was everything was just cool as hell. I just didn't say anything. So I need to move, don't I?
you don't care, Monsieur.
Okay. Oh God. He said
So we're gonna take it outside. We're gonna take it outside. We're gonna move this outside, guys. Hold on.
did you put it on hold?
No, can't do that.
You
Told
can't
you.
put it on mute?
Nope, can't do that. Told you.
Dang.
I'll meet you. I'll meet you outside. Okay, so we moved outside while they are fixing her light bulb. So you guys pretty much picked up on that stuff on that visa expired. I didn't want to say nothing. I told her she could say whatever she felt comfortable talking about. So just hold on, guys. And I will be back with the Crystal Swirl videos soon. I've got to update my router, I think. That's why it kept going out the last few lives that I had. I got to update my router. They've been telling me that for about months, and I just haven't done it yet. But when I get to that, we'll be back on the Crystal Swirl A lot of reactions. Sniper knows like I know. Okay. Oh, let's wait for her to come out here. Whew. Come on, sweet Basil. But I met her last week. I delivered groceries to her. I've always seen her outside, but she's a neighbor of mine. But when I delivered the groceries, we started hanging out a little bit. I guess she's giving him instructions right now on what to do. She's not white. No, she's a black woman. She's not talking about an American man. I am not going to speak on that, but no, she's not a white woman. She's black. And take her a minute to get out of here. Oh yeah, V Dub. I wasn't going back and forth with what's her face? Can't make her mind. She's male or female. I wasn't gonna go back and forth with her. She can talk all the shit she want to. I just love how they call me overweight. No, but you call me obese hog. Bitch, you ain't seen me, but you see me now. Well, more power to her. Oh, Sam, I thought Sweet Basil was white. No, she's not white. I guess she was trying to, talk calm and sweet, but I told her, you gotta speak up because she had her air conditioner on. But no, that's her. No, she's not a white lady. That. Oh yeah, she lost. She is so lost. And I saw two shorts that she did. She's on this Obama kit for some reason, but I saw two shorts and her face, two completely different colors. And she want to talk about me and my makeup and this, that, and the other. Shit. Whatever. Too many slow chicks on YouTube. You got that right. You got that right. And it's funny because she's the one talking about how she wish she had a penis, but she's calling me a tranny. Make How does that make sense? I'm not a tranny, but let's just say if I was, you're the one wishing to have a dick, so that would make you jealous of me, wouldn't it? You a simp for me? Okay. You keep saying that. I ain't seen nothing yet. Come on, sweet Basil. Mm-mm-mm. Whew. No, I cannot pause the live. Come on. Did any of y'all happen to see Crystal's latest live when she's got on? I guess it's supposed to be a witch mask. It's green with this long nose and warts all over it. Oh my goodness! Have y'all seen that? I did a little short video with that yesterday. Ridiculous. Talking about Crystal, and she calls herself now Crystal Squirrel, like the animal. Yeah, her new religion, as she calls it. She gave herself and a few of her subs. They all have animal names. She calls herself Crystal Squirrel, which I mean actually suits her just fine for all the nuts she holds in her mouth. Whatever. Another non-black American woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With her peanut butterness. Mm-mm-mm. Well, damn, sweet Basil, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mm-mm-mm. So, what's the weather like where y'all at? It's about 80 with a slight breeze here. The humidity is gone, thank God. It's hot out in these streets. Damn it, woman, come on. Just tell her to put the light bulb in, let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's raining in Atlanta. Yeah, we could use some rain out here too. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh shit. My goodness, come on. Sorry, y'all. This woman takes forever. Oh my goodness, he's just putting in the fucking bulb. Let's go. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Let's go, sweet basil. Mm-mm-mm. Damn it, woman. After we get through talking about Tyrone, we're gonna get around to when she started dating out. I don't know if that's a permanent move or she just opened her options or whatever. I don't know. But I will say this. She is not like Crystal Swirl. She does not hate black men. She did say that. And I was like, oh, gotta do it live. So she does not hate black men, but she does date out. I don't know how many times because I don't want to hear any of the story because I want to hear it with you guys at the same time. I want to hear it first with you guys. But we'll get around to that when we finish talking about Tyrone.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You have a wonderful day.
Okay, you finished? Guess we're gonna move it back inside.
Did you spray this look outside?
I'm coming back in.
I did.
Scott,
Yes,
did
I
you
sprayed.
spray that
She said
outside?
I did. I
she
sprayed
did. I mean, he
yesterday
did.
outside.
Oh, okay.
We good?
Well, what was you laughing at outside? I heard you
I'm
cracking
talking to my
up.
people. I can't leave. I
Well, did
can't have.
anybody laugh
I
at
can't have
anything I said?
dead air. Come on, let's
They
go.
didn't think it was funny, did they?
Child, you're on live right now. Let's go.
Okay, what I have been talking about
You were
has been truth.
we were talking about we were on
Mistakes I've made in life, you know, especially when it comes to relationships,
come on over.
marriage, you know, all the above.
So you
When
went
it comes to men, I don't hate men. I just, I'm afraid to, I don't even want nobody for a fuck buddy. You know, I don't even want that anymore. Because hell, if I get horny, I know where to go, and that's in my closet door or somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
At least
goodness.
I know where he's been. He's always been here with me,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
right?
Okay.
Right?
Right. So you and this guy went back home before
Oh, everything was cool when we came home after the first year. You know, it was an anniversary. We came for he got vacation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we came home and it was good coming home. It was hell when we went back after we went back home.
I need to come over here because you might be like kind of back in the background. Come closer to the phone.
Huh?
Come closer to the phone because you might be too far, like you're in the background.
Oh, is it warm or cool in here?
I'm good.
Okay. What did you just ask me?
About you guys going home?
No. So after that, we came home that first year. Everything went all to hell after the first year.
Oh, so you moved back to where you're from?
No, it just that's when all hell. That's by then I knew enough to know that I was mad. I wasn't even more hurt than I was mad because I just was finding out things that had been kept from me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things that should have been told to me.
You want to tell some of those other things besides the pictures?
Do what?
What
Did
is
I ask about
some of
them?
the other things that you found out besides the pictures? You want to mention some of those?
Oh yeah, I found the visa that had expired
Okay.
and put two and two together. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they were in such a hurry to get married.
So
because they were scared, didn't really have any knowledge of what to do. Yeah, he was listening to people he already knew here,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
So when you found out it had
dragging me back and
expired,
forth to fucking
how long had it been?
attorneys and
How long had it been
immigration
expired?
stuff, and oh God, I can't remember. It was like maybe it was 6 months to a year. It wasn't very long. I can't remember. But I knew that, figured out that that's why he really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed with him though, and
So
you know how many times I left?
So you're
Out throughout the 10, 13 years.
how many?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And then this last time when I said I can't do it no more. Cause he brought in this other woman, supposedly family, and she moved in downstairs. And she started cooking and shit down there and bringing him food
Mm-hmm.
upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at work, I don't know. She worked a few hours in the evening after I went to work. It was just, honey, I said, no, I know my worth, okay? And I am not going to be a sister wife to no motherfucker, okay?
So sister
So I
wife
packed my
was the
shit.
breaking point.
Yeah, I packed my shit and I went to a women's shelter for abused women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I moved. Then I moved here.
So how? Okay, you say you left 3 times. The other time, what made you go back?
Cause I really did love this man.
Oh, okay.
I loved him, and I kept thinking that, you know, maybe I can change him, or he'll change, you know, or something will get better. Besides, financially, I knew he took care of me and wooed me and made sure I had whatever I wanted. But I didn't need that. I needed the truth, you know.
Faithfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never, after that, well, but that first year, I was always insecure after that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so mad because he didn't know why I didn't trust him. Yeah.
Wow, go figure. So so how did you finally like leave? Did you tell him, or you just left when he went
I
home?
started packing my shit while he was at work.
Mm-hmm.
That way, he couldn't talk me out of leaving.
Did
Cause see, he thought as long as he stayed here with me, he was okay. Even if they found him here, illegally, he still thought he was safe because he was married to me. I was just
so you guys got? Did you guys get married before it expired?
no after
Mm.
he came, and that's when he moved. He was in a different state here in the United States, and then he moved here. He had went to
Harry
college in
Wilson,
another
I
state.
could never have work.
He
I
what?
could. Harry Wilson says I could never have work. Oh, goodbye, Moonstone. Moonstone had to leave.
Who?
Moonstone, she had to go. She had to leave. But go ahead.
What did any? Does any? Can you give me some feedback on some of the responses for my story?
That's what I'm reading. Whatever they write.
Is it not that many?
We had after 8, and then
Did
he
you
came
hear? Did you
in.
hear?
I don't.
Did you ask them?
Nope.
Oh, I don't want my name out there.
Anyway, probably. Um.
Cause you never
So
know who's listening. Is this like a podcast or?
yeah, kind of like that.
Well, we need to. Yeah, we're gonna have to work
Um.
on. We got some stuff to
So
do.
you. So when you finally did leave, you had your stuff packed. Did he come home before you left?
I
Oh, so
had.
you left before he got home.
He would go to work in the evening. Say sometimes he would leave at 4 p.m. or have to be there at 4 p.m. He worked from 4 p.m. to the next morning at I'd say 7 or 8. That's a lot of hours, isn't it? That didn't make sense, did it?
He went in at 4
p.m. and came home the next day at between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes he wouldn't come back until 11 or something like that. So he would go back to sleep because he knew he had to get up again. And yeah.
So what? So what was he doing after 4 a.m.?
I guess having time with his other wife. I don't know.
Yeah, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's a shift right there. After that,
4 to midnight is what? That's a second shift. Then you got um, third shift from midnight to 7 in the morning.
what shift was he working? Because if he was
He
working,
went in it, like I said, at 4 in the afternoon.
what shift did he tell you? Because I mean, a 12-hour shift that's pretty much it.
He told me he worked from 4 p.m. till the next morning.
There's no way.
I would go by there at work. He would be there, but she would be there.
Be there and what?
Supposedly bringing cooking stuff to bring.
What time were you going up there?
Different times.
I mean, you either working a 4,
She
maybe a 6, an 8,
too.
or a 12.
See, he made her work, but I didn't have to. But I finally did when I got my own vehicle again. I did. That's when I was doing, So when I would be gone, that's when everything, I guess, hell, it was going down when I was there and when I wasn't there. But you know what? My mom didn't raise no food.
So the day that you left, what happened there?
Oh. Something still was telling me don't. But I knew I had to because it was just going to get worse and it was going to get dangerous.
Did he?
Because I said to myself, if he ever puts any hand anywhere near me again, it was going to be over.
Did he let you leave?
Huh?
Did he let you leave?
I left before he got off the next morning.
Oh, okay.
Remember I told you he worked.
Oh, okay.
4
I thought he was home.
To the next day. I ain't never known that. Well, I've known people to work 2 shifts, double shifts. Nurses and doctors and people do that, don't they? Hospital workers.
Yeah.
Or plant or
But
do have people.
But he was doing that 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning every day.
7 days a week. Never had an off day.
Mm.
Was that not funny and weird?
So you left, and what happened after that?
I went to see. I had been talking to people, and trying to get advice on what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me I needed to leave, and go where I went, and I went there, and
So
it
if
was hard to adjust in those places. I went to several different shelters for women that had been through abuse, and they would give us paperwork on the different um, things that were domestic violence, that was abuse,
mm-hmm.
and there was things that they named and gave us knowledge of that I didn't even know that was abuse.
If
And
you
what does gaslight mean? Can you give me the definition of gaslight? Because I'm trying to see if that's what I was being done to as well. Because I know he used to say that certain things that would just, it hurt so bad. What gaslighting is, yeah, he did that too. That's how come that little girl, the one that just had the baby by that fucker, that rapper guy, it's been all on the
mm-hmm.
thing. I felt so sorry for her. She reminded me so much of me when I was her age. But you know what? I think she's getting wiser and stronger. I just pray that that girl stays doing what she's doing now and not ever go back to that.
So how did you go from? So how did you end up getting out of the shelter?
I got a place to live. This shelter also, it helped us. It gave us knowledge of different places that we could go look for to live,
Mm-hmm.
and they did that and they had that for us. If you needed, like if you had court cases with their abuser, they would help people to with that. This place is very, very confidential. Yeah, the abusers that's had their people there, yeah, they do know where it is. A lot of them probably do, where the women have went back.
Yeah.
But they knew if they came, they knew not to come near.
Yeah.
He never did know. I'm telling you, girl, I've been here 3 years, and I think I probably live about 2 miles from here. I say 2 to 4. I think that's so funny, don't you?
Okay. So after that, you were single for how long?
I've been ever since I walked away, three
Wait.
years.
Well, you said you started you had there was a white guy that you had dated. When did you meet him?
Oh, that was before. I did skip that part, didn't I? Well, yeah.
That was before what?
Got married to this guy here.
Okay. Well, tell us
Oh,
about
I loved him so
how did
much.
you meet him?
You would not believe. Through another friend, and I'll tell you how really, like, I can't talk about it on there because it's probably,
Just tell what you can.
huh?
Just tell what you can.
It was my weed, man.
They can hear that.
They
But go
did.
ahead, probably. But go
Well,
ahead.
I ain't saying it no more. I'm sorry, but that's how I met him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And he just every time I'd come and leave, he would always ask me, could he take me out?
So how many times did he ask you out before you finally said yes?
A lot, a bunch.
What made you say yes?
I don't know. I guess I was just bored one day, and I said, "Well, let me just go on and try it."
So where'd you go?
Um, just went to dinner, and then we drove around, a lot, and then we went back to my place.
You remember where he took you to dinner?
No. Oh yeah, Outback.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I was so nervous. I just didn't feel right because I felt people was watching us. And like you saying, you know how racist people can be when it's a swirl, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't, for some reason, I did not feel comfortable.
That's the first white guy.
No,
Okay, well, what what well what number
this
white
was the
guy?
first one that I fell in love with and got heartbroken because I had his baby.
Well, how many other white guys did you date before him that you were still concerned with the looks of others around you?
Well, those other ones, they were not, they were wait a minute, sneaky links, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you weren't out in public with them?
Mm.
Okay, so this is the first one you were out. This is the one. This is the first one you're out in public with. Okay, all right. So you guys went to Outback and you were scoping the room.
I don't know why I was so paranoid. You know how people be laughing and talking while you're eating or what? I was thinking they were laughing at us, you know.
Did you happen to catch anyone actually looking in your
Yeah, it was
direction?
different people staring, but
How
the
did you?
laughing part is what got me because I was thinking that they probably was laughing about something else. Probably wasn't even really studying us.
Have
But
you ever had someone confront you?
hell no. And I remember when I had my baby, then I would go grocery shopping and she'd be with me and the little old white ladies would they'd come up to the baby and they say, "Oh, how pretty. Are you her nanny?" Cause she was a little white baby, real cute thing.
Ooh, are you the
And
nanny?
yeah, I said, "No, ma'am, I'm her mother."
We didn't have Karen words back. We didn't have Karen back then, did we?
These older Karens, you know, old women.
I was like, that's what you think, Karen. So, so this guy, okay.
I loved him so bad because he gave me the little girl I always wanted, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did you marry this guy?
He
Okay.
was already married. Found out he was married when I was 5 months pregnant. Cried from the rest of the pregnancy, girl.
Okay, and how did you meet him? Through a mutual friend, he said. Did the mutual friend not know he was married?
Yeah,
Was this a guy or girl?
a guy.
Oh boy.
Yep. You know they stick together,
Black
honey.
guy, white guy.
A white guy. It was. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you found out
Didn't it not brighten up in
you
here
found out he was
when he changed those? Didn't it?
you found out he was married, and how did you handle that?
I cried from the fifth
Hello.
month all the way to the ninth month, and I had to deliver by myself because he was at home with his wife and kid or whatever.
How did he handle the pregnancy when you told him?
I mean,
Did he do the "it's not mine" or any
he
of that?
was. He told her that.
Oh, he told the wife that
I
was.
made sure that I was to be after I found out about her. I made sure that she was known about because when I went to sue him for child support, before that he kept lying to her. Oh no, that ain't mine. That ain't mine. That ain't mine. She's lying. She said. I said, okay, I'm lying. I'll see you in court. You should have
So
seen. That broke her heart too. And I hate that for her, but I didn't know shit about her. She didn't know shit about me until I got pregnant and had the baby.
so okay. So at this point, what you were living by yourself?
With my other two children.
So he was just kind of like going back and forth and coming over, and no mention of a wife. Was he able to stay the night?
That's what I was trying to figure out. How did he get away with being a? I don't know. You know how the men are, so you never know. Shit might not have been right over there, you
Well,
know.
okay. What was his job? Was it? Did he have a day job, a night job? Or?
Maybe that's how. Yeah, that's how it was. I guess she thought when he was with me that he was at work. And do you know
So he told you that he
that
worked
was one of my
daytime, or
pet peeves. Did not really like to get involved with married men, and I didn't. I had a child by one, and I did not like. I didn't plan that,
well,
but
there.
I also don't believe in killing the baby either. But
Were there times like when you wanted him to come over and he had some excuse why he couldn't?
yep,
What
I
were
cried from the 5th month of my pregnancy all the way to the
what were his excuses? I go to work or
and well, at by the 5th month, I found out, and um, I fell in love with her so bad that after that she was born, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
I
well,
loved her so
well,
much.
prior to you telling him and him ghosting you after you told him you're pregnant, how did he get? How did he? As far as you like want him to come over, how did he explain not being able to at
I
those
never
times?
saw him anymore till after she was born. For a while, I guess the wife wouldn't let him or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know what
Well, I
happened.
mean, but before the pregnancy, when you're getting to know each other, you met him. How he was able to come over all the time and
Yeah, it was a lot more than it was after the fact. After I found out, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
And then um, I had to make sure that she knew about me because she didn't know anything either. He was lying to her, but he couldn't lie no more after that baby came because, honey, she looked like he came out of her asshole. I mean, yeah, his asshole, not mine. You know what I'm saying? So there was no denying that damn DNA was 99.99.
And I forgot how you said you found out he was married. How did you find out again?
um, there was some other friends of mine that knew. That's how I found out. A friend of mine knew her. Somebody I knew her, and they said, "Girl, do you not know that that's?" I
Yeah.
was like, "No,
So you were with him. How long were you with him before you got pregnant?
I guess he was a sneaky link too, kinda till I had her, cause
Well,
I didn't know.
so okay, so your friends were not aware of the sneaky link that they could have told you.
Nobody, no, nobody.
Nobody.
This was somebody that knew him, that grew up with him,
hmm
and knew her. It was somebody, a friend that I met.
So how did they come to knowing if he's a sneaky link? How did they come to knowing that you were involved with him?
Nobody. Well, I guess I told this. What I'm saying, I told this one girl that I was friends with, and she is the one that told me. She's the one that kind of helped me by
Oh, so but
telling me.
oh, so when you got pregnant, you're like, oh yeah, I'm seeing this guy and I'm pregnant by him, and she's like, oh, I know him.
And said, "Girl, he's married." I was like, "No, he ain't." You know,
hmm
hell, I said, "We about to have this kid. What are you talking about?" It was just crazy. Cause see, I have other kids.
Hey, Storm.
Hey, Storm, what do
So
y'all think about my story?
so
What do they think about my
so
story?
you didn't see him. You say you saw him more after the baby came along.
Yeah, yeah. There was no denying. She be quiet. She was so cute. Here, let me show you. So damn cute.
So after that ended, how was your dating life after that?
Well, I mean,
Did you go out anymore or meet anybody else?
not until she was maybe 6 years old,
hmm
and then that's when I met him, the soon-to-be ex-husband, when she was, I say, about 6.
And that guy
So
is the soon-to-be ex is white, black.
that's the Tyrone. Everybody's been telling me, how you hear shit about how easy it is to get divorced, and because I didn't know, because I don't have the money for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then I've heard stories like you can print it up on yourself and go and pay just to have it notarized. Do you know anything if that's any truth? Ask any of your
How
friends.
long? How long y'all were married?
13 years. 13 years.
I don't know. I don't know if it's. Honestly, I don't know if it's that easy.
I don't think
Does
it is
anybody
either.
know?
You know how people.
Does anybody know how to answer that question? So you're going through the process of that divorce right now, right?
Mm-mm. I don't have. I don't have them. I don't have it
I mean,
because it's not that easy.
what I'm saying is you're still married to him, and y'all been separated for how long? 3 years. Okay, wow.
And I've not been with another man. I just hadn't been. I don't know what he did to me. He just did
Well,
it.
yeah, I guess until one of you guys, because some people, it's because divorces can be costly, and some people just separate until one of them decides to get married again. But then you got to go get that divorce first from the other one.
Oh my God, this is good. Oh my God, this is better than sex, honey. This piece of
She's
cake.
eating a lemon, a
Mm.
piece of lemon cake. I wouldn't call it better than sex though.
Yep, it is. And that brownie, it was too. But this
Oh,
is better.
oh
Mm.
goodness.
Damn, I should have just got all of these.
So
Oh
okay,
my
so you
God.
had some bad Tyrones, and you had some bad we call white men Brads, bad Brads. So what do you think? Is there a difference between the two in
Mm-mm.
dating,
Nope. Oh, maybe the
or
sex,
similarity? Oh, okay.
and
Well,
that's about it.
let's get into
Other than
that
that,
then.
honey, all these mother hubbas are the same.
Okay, so let's go
The
into.
Tyrones, the Brads, you got all of them. You got them that are abusive. You got some of them that don't take care of their kids. I've seen it in the with Brads too. It ain't just the Tyrones.
Right. So, well, give us the similarities.
I just
I
did.
mean, I'm sorry, the difference.
There is no difference
Okay.
except for the sex, and that's it.
Well, tell us about that if
Girl,
you want to, if you want to.
all I know is I know I got that good, cause I got that comeback. um, and
Well, let's just say um who was the best. Give us. Okay,
it was
okay?
it. I mean,
Put it to you this way: were they all good?
no,
Okay, all right. So give us the best and
and girl,
give us the worst.
that myth about the Brads are smaller than Tyrones, that's a lie because there's Tyrones that are little too. And honey, I've seen a big one that was a Brad. Oh my God.
Me too, girl.
Oh
He
my
wasn't
God.
mine, but I saw
Well,
a friend of mine. He was Italian though. But okay, worst to who is the best?
they like to be kept women too. They like to want gift women. The Italians. I've had one of them before.
Don't avoid the question. Who is the best?
It I can't really say because Brads do things I like better, and then the Tyrones, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying from the ones that you have known, the ones that
I just
the
said,
ones that you talked about, the ones you talked about, the ones you talked about.
oh
Which
shit,
one
look,
was the best one, and which one? I mean, okay. And the ones you talked about, was there a really bad one, or that's somebody else you didn't talk about?
sex wise.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Like what? Say it again.
Give me the best and give me the worst out of the ones you talked about.
Who's number one?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Brad. Even though I was good with my hubby,
See, you're talking about a different man. I'm talking about the ones that you did talk about.
That's what I'm doing.
You said it was a different one. You only talked about one Brad, the one that.
Oh, you mean I'm talking about Brad was better than him.
Better than the ones you talked about?
Yeah, they were better in bed than him. He's just, some people don't know what to do with their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you talked about.
You have to teach them.
So you talked about 3 Tyrones and then the one Brad. You get the daughter. Out of those 4, best to worst.
Brad, that's all I'm gonna say.
So Brad was better than the other 2 Tyrones?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn sure was.
Any particular reason why? Is a little something extra special in the bed or more kinky or
That and they just really like that. They like to eat. No, oh, have mercy. Even though I had some Tyrone to do it, but
Oh, y'all hear that? Cause they say all the time, black men don't do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Okay.
Who said what now? Say it again.
There are some black men who say that black men don't do that. They may that particular person may not, but they do.
They do. There's a lot of them that do.
Okay.
My husband didn't know.
So you were married once?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How was that proposal?
Girl, I don't remember. I don't even. I be trying to block shit out. I swear I do. There really wasn't nothing special that I thought was after after all of what I've been through. And I'm not playing a victim. I just call this a learning
Experience.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you might wanna add to it?
This cake is good.
Now, when you were saying that you were a kept woman, and you said you got the allowance, what was that like?
Oh, I loved it.
I mean, what would an allowance amount be?
Oh, just different. Whatever I needed.
If he let
all he did was buy. He just thought he was buying me. Every time he used this money to control me.
So would you say on any given day there would be like a couple of $100 or?
Can you go get the room for me?
Be a couple $100.
It would be just.
What was the biggest amount that you got?
Hell, maybe $1,000.
What you buy with that?
Down payment on some jewelry. And do you know I don't have none of that jewelry except for this ring left.
So you had $1,000. You put a down payment. What kind of jewelry did you get?
I'm saying I brought jewelry. I bought clothes, shoes. It's bad luck to sweep somebody's feet. You know that, right?
So are we talking? Did you buy
Wait, it's over here too.
Like handbags, Dolce and
Gabbana,
or
when I walked away,
Michael Kors, or
the first time, I left everything. I left all my clothes. I lost a lot with this man. Okay. And I'm tired of I started over how many times? I have started over this, 3 times. And I shouldn't have to keep, walking away, leaving everything. Like, nowadays, shit, you can't afford to.
Why did you leave it behind? You didn't
want
memories, or
I was fleeing those times. Even though he talked me back into, you know, I thought he changed, but he seemed like he got worse while we were separated that last time.
This is the no visa dude.
Yeah, and it's like he was trying to destroy me or something. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that?
Can you
It's
elaborate a little
like
bit?
huh?
Elaborate a little bit.
He was a narcissist and he
Mm.
tried to make me look like I was the one that was the problem.
Mhm.
You know, he was not doing anything to me. It was all in my head, and all I did was accuse him of cheating.
Oh, he's a master manipulator.
Huh?
Master manipulator.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He had my mother wooed because he was whenever and whatever she needed or wanted, you know. And then when I left him, she was mad at first until I told her why.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I got tired of the abuse, and there was more. There was a lot of physical, but that mental, verbal shit was worse than a blow. I'm sorry, but it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. It stays with you.
I did not drink this tea.
It stays with you.
Uh,
So, so you're not dating now. You
just here,
just here.
chilling, trying to get myself back. You know what I'm saying? It's been 3 years, and I'm healed. I'm still healing. I think still in the healing process. Cause for some reason, I still love that son of a bitch.
Which one,
But
the visa guy or
yeah,
so? What is that the one you're still married to now? Okay, okay. Are you sure you love? Are you sure you love him, or it's just the lifestyle as far as the money?
I really did. It was more. I don't know why. I don't know why. Did my phone just light up?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it was the. Let's see. I don't know why.
So, whenever you do decide to start getting out there again and dating, what kind of guy are you looking for?
I don't know because I hadn't got that far yet. Not even thought about it because I'm telling you, they just a lot. I got turned off. They want nobody. I don't care how fine, sexy. You know what? I got turned off, and then my daughter, she asked if I wanted to be with a woman. I said, no, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. But I've thought about it. Have you ever thought about being with a woman?
Mm-mm.
Really? Okay. Well, you're not there either, I guess.
I
But
don't think I'll ever be there.
you never wanted to try?
Oh no.
Oh wow,
No.
girl, that's the new girl. It's,
It
men
could be
like that.
it could be the new thing.
No, a
I
lot
won't be
of
doing
men
it.
like to, for two women to be together.
No, then they don't need to get married.
Who?
That
The
guy,
men?
that guy.
Oh no, my girl. No, he
No, I'm
wouldn't.
saying any guy that wants that, he don't need to get
Oh
married. He
yeah,
should
well
stay
honey, it's
single.
a lot of them out there that love that freaky deaky shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. No, don't need that.
And no, it was never nobody I loved or you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, being that you just said that, um, I don't even know how to put this. Well, being that you said that, if you could go back in time to when he brought the other woman home, the whole sister wife thing, what?
They couldn't understand why I was girl shit. Uh-uh. I left his ass. I'll tell
So
you when we
so if
hang
it so
up.
if it was a woman, it wouldn't be her. Is what I'm saying. Being
Who?
that you thought of women, you would not be the woman that he had for the woman who was cooking downstairs. You would
Mm-hmm.
She would not be a woman that you would choose.
Hell no.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. My nose is
Does
stuffy.
that have to do with the fact of her part in that relationship, or she's just not
This
attractive?
spirit, yeah.
She's not attractive.
Right. To me.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a certain. It's not just to any woman either. You know what I'm saying?
With that woman, do you think he downgraded or upgraded or equal to you?
Down,
Down.
down.
They always do. Always do.
And when a narcissist can't control you, they don't know what to do.
Oh, absolutely.
When I first left, and then he realized after that, after a week or two, or I think it was a week, he seen I still hadn't came back, and it's been 3 years now.
Do you ever hear from him?
Yeah, I've heard from him. I've talked to him throughout the 3 years. You know,
Was he asking you to come back?
of course.
When's the last time you heard from him?
A couple of months. Let's see, maybe a couple of months ago.
Was he asking you to come back then?
Well, he
This is the one who had the girl downstairs, right? Does he still have her in top of
no,
you?
she's went back home.
Oh, okay. Oh, so she's gone now.
I
He's
was
lonely.
thinking, I was wondering if he was maybe doing all that just to make me leave, and it might not even have been about her, but he acted like it was. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
left, and here he is
I
trying
have
to get
been
you back.
so, huh?
I said, well, you left, and here he is trying to get you back because she's gone.
It's either that or I think he likes to use me a lot for finding to like when he was wanting to apply for something, he wants to put down that he's married,
Mm-hmm.
and this, that, and the other, and that that was too much. Girl, I'm getting dizzy and getting a headache talking about this shit.
All right.
I can't.
Well, you said plenty enough. You
Yeah,
said
well,
enough.
I just have one question. How do you feel about me knowing, me telling you my story, a little bit of my story?
I'm just getting to know you.
You called me crazy when we was out
Oh, I didn't mean
earlier.
that.
I am. Hell, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, was you talking like insane crazy or just funny crazy?
Funny crazy.
Okay.
All right. Well, this was Sweet Basil and her experiences with both Tyrone and
The
dating.
swirl,
and
baby.
oh, I told you Crystal swirls in it.
Oh,
It
I
has
didn't say
tainted.
crystal. I
She
said the.
she has tainted the swirl name.
Okay, well, what we gonna say? Jungle fever. That was back in the 90s.
90s.
We're gonna say jungle fever. I
I
got
don't
the
even want to say that
fever.
either.
I got the fever. No. Are we still on?
Yes, we are. We get ready to close. You started
Okay.
singing, talking about some jungle fever. Okay. Well, thank you, Sweet Basil, for giving us your 411 on dating black men and
Dating
Tyrone.
either one,
And
because
Tyrone
hell,
and
I done
black
watched
women.
so many Lifetime movies. Shit. Have you ever seen that movie, Karen?
Yes, I did see Carrie. Yes,
That bitch was crazy,
I
wasn't
saw
she?
that. I saw that.
And then it has been moved. I don't want to be with nobody because they all crazy. I mean, I'm not. I just don't. I don't know. I just can't. I don't know.
Just take your time and vet.
I've been taking my time,
Vet.
and
That's the most
sometimes I
important
do
thing.
get lonely, and sometimes I do get an urge to want to, maybe find somebody. But every time I get that urge, something will remind me of what I've been through. And
What urge is that? Sex or relationship?
either one, because like I said, for one, I don't know where nobody else has been, but I know where I've been, and that's here. And so my little friend that's in there in the drawer, I know where it's been. You know what I'm saying? So you can't nowadays. You just can't lay down with anybody because I want to see some paperwork that you're. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that you are clean. Yeah, I want to know. I mean, seriously.
Start with a friendship and build up slowly.
Yeah, but what if it after you build up the friendship and then you know like that person and then you find something out?
Well,
I'm just really
while you're
looking.
getting to know them, that's where you start finding out stuff. Start being the investigator. Ask the
Well,
questions.
that after I've went through what I've been through, I honest to God don't have the energy.
Well, I put it to you
That's where
this
I'm at
way:
right now.
if you can't call them whenever you want, if you can't go to their
I
house,
know, honey. I know.
you
I've done
can't
learned my
meet the
lesson.
family when y'all
Can
get
you
get
please? I'm
get
hot.
around when you get around to that part.
Mm-mm.
Well, maybe one day you'll get back out there. No, you
I
don't
don't
want
know.
to right now, but
I don't
it
know.
things could change. Start out slow. Just go out to dinner.
I don't eat no
Find
more.
someone that you have something in common with, and just enjoy those activities. Let it slowly turn
I don't
into
even know if
something.
I find anybody in common anymore. That's sad, isn't it?
Hard out there.
Yeah, it is, and I'm safe right here. Like I said, I know where I've been, and uh, uh
Well, you don't have to have sex with everybody.
no, you don't. But you know, I've like I said, it ain't been 3 years, since I've had sex, but it has been 3 years since I've had him. You know, I just
Well, what happened to that person?
that's my husband.
No, you said it hasn't been 3 years since you had sex, so there must have been somebody.
No, I said it. It's been 3 years. It has not been with a person. I was talking about
Oh, okay, okay,
honey.
okay.
I ain't girl. Nope.
All right.
I don't know what it's gonna take to get me out there. I just don't think there's anything that I don't think. Does it sound like I've given up on love or just giving up on
Just, just,
relationships?
just start out and meeting people first.
You never know who you're getting on there either, because there's people that like to change, use, like especially the married men, they want to use, make up these.
I'm not talking about online. I mean, go out and about. Nothing wrong with
Oh, you
online, but if you do meet somebody online, y'all gotta meet or something within the first 2 weeks. Otherwise, it's a problem. Even if
right.
you just go out for coffee, and some people don't like that coffee date, but this is what you do. Coffee dates are for gathering information.
Yep, if
They
they
gather
be,
information on you. You gather information on
I
them.
like my coffee with cream in it, but
We got Starbucks up the street.
you know what? I'm a Dunkin' Donut girl.
Or Dunkin'
Starbucks
Donuts. Then
is too overrated, I think. You,
I've been there once or twice.
I,
Okay,
I
well,
think the price is what I think is no different. You can get the same thing from Dunkin' Donuts. Kind of, all they doing is making up all these different names of shit. And most of the time, you either go to Dunkin' Donut or just sit home.
well, at least at Starbucks you get your name on the cup.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, sweet Basil, and hopefully your dating situation will get better when you're ready.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for joining me. And gonna go ahead and end this live. Thank you for stopping by, and
Bye, guys.
she says bye, and I will see you guys next time. Okay.
I hope to God